My name is Chip Wilson. I was born April 1955 in Southern California. Mom was a lifeguard and a seamstress. Dad drove trucks and studied for a teaching degree. Despite financial struggles, there was always sports. Football, running, surfing, and swimming. That didn't change much after we moved back to my dad's hometown in Canada. My parents showered us with love and chauffeured us to a dozen swim practices each week. I recall my dad giving me some poolside advice, which was to go full out from the start rather than saving it up to look good at the end. He said, "If you collapse and drown, I'll come in and get you. But instead of treating it like a 100-meter race, treat it like a 25-meter sprint. Go one length at a time, but go for it." I went for it and ended up breaking a Canadian record and several other records since. That, my height, and the fact that 50% of the competitive swimmers were girls may have inspired me to think about athletic apparel issues. But I was the new kid, the American, and even after skipping a grade, I was a lot bigger than the other guys. And I remember the taunts: big like bull, dumb like refrigerator. I was a C student, but an A student in human observation. On issues female swimmers had to do with their suits, on the lack of innovation in design in men's swimwear too, on the way my mom worked magic at the sewing machine, using patterns with precision and never wasting one scrap of fabric, on the fact that all I seemed to really enjoy was swimming, surfing, playing football, wrestling, and triathlons such as the Ironman, none of which seemed destined to make me any money. It's true I wasn't that interested in studies, but I was interested in making money. So after high school, decided to work on the Alaska pipeline. At that time, word was out that you could make good cash working on the Alaska oil pipeline, so I went. With plenty of downtime, I decided to read 100 great novels. One that stood out was Atlas Shrugged. It tells the story of a few visionary innovators on a quest to produce a great product with great employees. Atlas Shrugged introduced me to the idea of elevating the world from mediocrity to greatness. It gave me a new perspective on the unionized industry around me. I saw socialism at its worst, an underside of lazy people who wanted others to create, invent, and risk, while still getting paid for mediocre work. That was not for me, nor was the predictable life of climbing the corporate ladder. I was still a Southern California boy at heart, and seeing the rise of surf, skate, and snowboard culture, I started West Beach, which plays new trails in technical design, fabric innovation, and vertical retail in Europe, Canada, and Japan. I was traveling 300 days a year, globally. But growing the business took a toll on my family life, and my decades as an athlete had taken a toll on my body. I found myself in a yoga class, where again, I listened to the women around me talk about the issues they had with what passed for yoga wear in the 1990s. These women inspired me to start Lululemon, where we pioneered innovations to solve technical challenges and made stylish yoga wear that women could wear anywhere. Like an Atlas Shrugged, I attracted great people who wanted to build a great product. But also, like an Atlas Shrugged, I attracted envy, resentment, and those who rooted for me to fail. Moochers, second-handers, and backstabbers who didn't share my commitment to authenticity, integrity, and truth. What did I do? What would John Galt do? You'll have to read Atlas Shrugged and the story of Lululemon to find out. We all have a John Galt inside of us, cheering us on. Go out, find yours, and join me and the men and women of achievement in elevating the world from mediocrity to greatness.